Greetings, children. No, it is not the one that has been spoken of. I am Gaia, and I am the mother that has nourished you and spoken with you and cradled you in your sleep. I am the one that has brushed the moonbeams upon the foreheads of many of you. And I am the one that speaks to you in many dreams and vibrational shifts. I am Gaia, and I speak. I speak to you because there are many that have wondered about that which is occurring in your land over the last year. And the last years indeed have been, shall we say, a vibrational shift, and have been expected and unexpected. I am one who will not remain still. I move. I am growing, I am expanding, I am bringing into this realm that you call Earth a move and a time of being and this energy of change. Yes, you have felt it. Yes, you have been aware of many vibrational shifts within the Earth realm. Many have spoken of the shifts of Earth. How there is a shift that is occurring in this realm and that realm. And I would say to you, do not forget them. For now is not the time to sit back and say, all is well. For while it is well, there is still many growths to go through. Many steps to step upon and many ladders to climb, and yet I tell you there are many places for you to rest and to allow that which is within your expansiveness to grow and to manifest itself in great wealth and great happiness and joy. My elementals and my plant life and my trees will all be amongst you to nourish you, to give that to you which you need. And as you sow within my soils, I will give back to you what it is that you have planted. All I ask is that when you plant, you rejoice. All I ask is that when you reap, you rejoice, and that you give back a little. I am Gaia. I am not that which is the taker of life. I do not come with thunderous voice and rip for you from that which is all you have known. But I will send my messengers, and I will waken, and I will tremble, and I will cause you to waken, and I will cause you to tremble if you do not respond to that which is the quietness of my times and the quietness of my voice. Understand, as I have said before, you are nothing more in many ways than a complex orchard of many trees. And some trees are old and wizened and become stuck and refuse to grow anymore and refuse to change and alter as time moves on and the fluidity of my energy flows through your roots. And many of you have remained young and allowed the sap to be the youthfulness of your life, and taking from me that which you need, and being able to allow others to receive from you. I have invited you to come and gather around that which is the warmth of my arms, the warmth of my fires, the warmth of my words, the warmth of my groupings, my peoples, my caves, my coverings. And yet many of you have walked past them and you have shunned. But still I love you. Still I nourish you. And still I look after you. Today there has been, shall we say, a shift. And yes, one was hurt, 2 were taken, many were bruised. Many blame. It was the hand of God. It was just fate. It was nature at its worst. No, you have not seen nature at its worst. You have just seen a slight sneeze. But understand all that I portray, all that I show you. In one hand there may be great destruction, and yet in another way there is great beauty, and great rest and great peace. Why do I have the dichotomy? Why do I have the duality? Why do I show you one way and then another? Because this is your life, human, beloved child. This is you. One minute you are angry and you raise your fist and you raise your voice and you raise your vibration against all that is coming to you. And you say, no, I am not wanting this. No, this is not fair. And yet then you turn around in the next breath and you say, but I receive this. And I take that. And I say, but if you take one, then you must accept the other. For you cannot have an imbalance. For in me there is no imbalance. There is, as you know in your linearity, there is sun and there is dark. And so you call it day and night. I call it cycle. It is my turning. It is how I am. I bring you both covering and exposure. Why? To show that you are in a place of great change and great growth. You are in expansion. You are in the moment of change. Many of you have been seeking the next doorway. Many of you have been seeking the next step. Many of you have been asking, what now? Where to? Who with? Why? And I say, you are the one. You are the one, dear child, that has woken up. You have tossed the bedclothes off the bed, and you are still lying in the bed, debating whether to jump off or not, or whether to place the bedclothes back over. And I will make that bed as uncomfortable as I can, to remind you that you are not a little seed anymore. You are not a little acorn. You are not a sapling. But you are a young tree. You are a tree that is worthy of providing shade and nourishment for those that come near you. Does this mean that you allow that all of your life force to be drained from you? No, this is not. For we know that this is not healthy, not only for yourself, but for those that would come and share with you. But in co-creation there is much power and much unity. And from this there can be community. Let us look at the oak tree. Let us look at the intricacies. For its roots are home to many stoats and rabbits. Although they may be mortal enemies in your world, they have learnt at times to live side by side. Let us look to the branches. And there you have many things. You have trees that are growing within the oak tree. You have ferns and different mosses. You have bird life and you have insect life. And you have those which burrow deep into the very bark of the tree and make their home within the hollows. So there is coverings and there is feeding, but never to the point where they totally destroy that which is their provision. And so you have the community, for the tree will take from me and I nourish it. It takes from the air of the universe and it is nourished. And in that nourishing it is able to provide what is needed in the circumstances it finds itself in. Does it feel victimized? Does it feel used? Does it feel that it is not fair, that it is the only tree around that has all this busyness within itself? No. It knows its place. It knows that it is there to provide nourishment. And then along comes the human. And what does it see? The human does not see the community. The human does not see the nourishment. in the life the human sees, this is wood. This is something I can break and destroy, and I can create my own thing. It does not ask permission. It does not say to the tree nor to me, may I yet ask you to release yourself, that I may find your bark, your stem, your trunk, to provide covering for myself. Do you know that if you asked, you would be given? You would be shown perhaps not the young trees that are only 10 or 15 or 20 years of age, still with many years of life within them, but I would direct you to trees that are ancient, ready to release themselves, ready to fall, not rotten, not to the point where you are unable to use them, but matured to the point where they are ready to be recycled, if you wish to use. Ready to move on to the next shift or expression of their life, where you can use them and turn them into the works of art that some of you do. And this is the story of humanity. There are many of you that are the oak trees, providing much for that which is around you. And then there comes one who will destroy what it sees. But the reason that one is destroyed or destroys the one that it sees in community is because the one in community does not recognize that it is faced with the energy of destruction. And how does one recognize the energy of destruction? One is aware. One is aware of that which is within one's own self. One is able to discern. When a tree realizes that there is a borer that is boring into it, to destroy it at the root system, it sends out chemicals within its sap to destroy that which is harming it. Just like many insects of mine will send out signals to other insects or bird life or animal life that says, do not eat me, I am not pleasant. This, my friends, is a lesson that humans need to learn. They need to learn that which is called discernment. Discernment of energy. This is your next step. This is where you step into the knowing of self-awareness. Becoming into the place, coming into the knowledge of self where you recognize what is around you, what you may live in community with, and what you should eject from yourself. Others have placed a word in what serves, what builds. And if there is that which you can utilize within community to assist you, to build, to create that which is what you know is the best and highest for self, and that which is around you, then utilize this. Bring it into community with you. And if there is that which comes and is abrasive and harsh, do not try and file this down, because that is sent to you not to show you how abrasiveness works, but for you to recognize what serves you and what does not. And it is easy to release one from that self-abrasive energy by choice. All you need to do is recognize how to let go. Does one clasp a prickly hedgehog to one's bosom and think that this is the most precious thing that you can do? Or does one gently, in your human way, adorn one's hands and body with protective wear to pick it up, that you may not be harmed by its outer covering. Yes? And yet, if you were to see the very inside of its very belly, you would see how soft, the downiness, how gentle it is with its own. And therein is again the discernment. For there may be some that come to you that are all prickles on the outside. But when you catch them unawares and you see that they open up, there is the softness. And that is what you are sent in community with. To find that softness and to take that softness and show that particular hedgehog how to bring the softness to the outer of itself. Understand there are many energies that will come your way. In human form and non-human form. And it is up to you, my dear human orchid, to discern as the wind blows through you. Is this of service to me or not? May I bring this into community within my orchard, within my realm, within my energy, or must I release it, let it blow through? It is not always wrong to let it blow through. Because what does not serve you may serve yet another. Not all things are sent to you or come across your path because it is so. Sometimes it is just sent to see if you will let it blow through. Dear ones, jump off the bed. Don't let me shake it anymore. Become aware. Waken. Be responsive to that which is around you. And do not fear my great shows of hand shows. And understand that if there is damage, it is damage for a purpose. Not because I wish and will harm. Those who transitioned had previously agreed. They sit here and here. You might feel their energy. They are not angry, neither are they upset. The ones that were wounded, they will recover. It is just flesh. And you may feel that I am being a little hard. Think of how many around the world of your globe have suffered so much more at the hand of cataclysmic events. And understand that most of this has come about not because of my doing, but because of the intent of the people, because where mass consciousness is, and the density of that which is there, if they will not let me be as I must be, I will move as I need to move to release the energy that is within the vicinity stuck. Your land has not stopped shaking, nor will it stop receiving much energy shift within its realms. I will not send another big shake for a while. But there will be smaller shakes throughout your land, as there always has been. And some will be larger, but not destructive. It is up to you, my friends, my dear orchard, my dear humans, my children. It is up to you to be in a place of connectivity, not only with myself, but with community. To bring in that which is the energy of release, the energy of clearing, the energy of love, of balance. Because where there is this balance, where there is this way of being, of release of energy, then I am able to take that which is stuck and release it much easier, because you have already begun that which is needing to be done. I am Gaia. I am the mother. I have nourished you, and I have fed you. I have clothed you. I have watched over you, and I will continue to do so. Go well, my children. Bear fruit, and sow many orchards of your own. I am Gaia.